So we're here today checking out the new update, which is 1.43. We've got looks like three new cars. If I'm honest, not amazing cars. We'll see how they drive, see how they handle, but it's not exactly cars that people have been asking for and waiting for, but we'll see about that. There's been a few interesting changes to the BOP. I believe that the Mazda has been somewhat nerfed and had its power taken down a notch. So we might see a bit of a rebalancing going on in the daily races. So we'll probably jump into some of those as well afterwards. But first of all, what we're going to do is just jump into looking at the update, checking out what the changes are all about, and we'll go from there. So let's have a look. Right, I was hoping to play the trailer. It looks like you're not allowed to stream the trailer on this particular platform, but that's fine. Let's jump into it. So first things first, I think we can find the cars in the used dealership. First, yeah, I've got all three there listed. So let's do them one by one. I'm going to suggest that we start with the Renault. Probably jump into the TT after that, and then we'll look at the Lancer. Hi Wayne, thanks for joining. What we're going to do as well later on, hi Dan, what we'll do is grab these cars, have a quick look at them, and then I'll set up an open lobby if people are online, want to come racing with us, testing out these new cars. We can do that, we can give it a go. So what I'll do is let's purchase these. Money well spent. Yeah, we'll jump into that. Just whilst we're here, we'll buy them all and we'll test them one by one. Let me know in chat if people are online and want to jump into a lobby with us. If so, I can set that up. But no problem if not. If you're busy, that's not an issue either. So we've got the Mitsubishi. I'm looking forward to this one actually. Quite like these Japanese kind of rally style cars. So looking forward to this one. Interestingly, on the patch notes, it actually said that these cars would be available in the Legendary store. And I think that was probably a typo because we don't normally see cars like these being sold in the used car dealership and also in the Legends kind of auction house. So let's have a quick look. I suspect that was a typo that they got wrong on the patch notes. Certainly looks that way from a quick glance. Yeah, they might have repatched the patch notes. Right, so let's give the first one a go. It's our trusty little Renault. Where do we go and try this out at? Let's go somewhere like this, and we'll do a quick time trial just to give it a little test. Actually, no, I'll tell you what we'll do. Scrap that. Let's just open a lobby. I'll have to see if we've got a setting, a game setting that we can load into. I think we've got some that are fairly suitable. Okay, let's quickly load something up. I'll just load anything in there for now and change it up a bit. First thing to do, I need to turn off Group 3. And we'll start with that, I think. Tyres, let's just put all on and no limit, because these cars are not going to be having racing tyres initially. Okay, the track for testing cars. What do we go to the test track? It's a bit boring if we're going around a big circle. I suspect we want something a bit more interesting. I might go with Goodwood because I think we don't often go to there. I'm just going to enter. We've got BOP on, which is funny in this car. Should really turn that off actually. Let me quickly change that. Yeah, let's turn BOP off. There we go. It is what it is with this car. And I think we'll switch the view as well. Let's get the inside view. Since that raw power. I saw an interesting post on, and I think it was SEDGIE's YouTube channel today, that this particular car, a friend of a friend, someone on the channel had actually owned this car and been contacted by Polyphony Digital to scan the car. So this car is actually a replica of, you know, someone in the community who owns it. And the reason we know that is that if you look on the back parcel shelf, completely random information this, but you see that bit of felt on the back? That's not a standard thing you would see on this car from factory settings, from factory stock. That's actually something that that person in particular put on that model of car they owned. So it shows how detailed the kind of laser scanning and things goes to when they replicate these cars. I thought the engine had died there. We just changed down in a second to try and get a bit more oomph. When you say insane, Dan, you're talking about the speed and power of this car, because it's almost too fast, I think. I don't know how I can comment on the driving and the feel of this car. It feels very wobbly. Like if I let go of the wheel there, look at that. It's what you expect, I guess, from a car with probably less than a 1 litre engine. I think what would be really good to recommend on our friends PlayStation Racers lobby is if we do a race with these versus Mini Coopers. That's the kind of level I see this at, the Mark 1 Cooper. And I actually think this might even be slower than the Mini Cooper. Yes, everyone's getting in them now. Look at this. It's going to be the fastest race in Gran Turismo. Oh, and we're going to get the overtake as well. We've got a strong wind behind us. Oh my goodness, there's one here absolutely blazing through. The Belfast Chaser. We're being chased down. Oh, modded out already, look at that. This is actually a lot of fun. Like, this car is actually a lot of fun to drive. Just because it's so wobbly, it's like driving around in a piece of jelly. I think if you put too much speed into it, it would just totally ruin the car. But the fact you can just kind of go into corners without braking or anything, and the natural kind of, yeah, just turning the wheel slows it down enough to be able to get around. Just a little tap. Oh no, we've run off. We've got traction control. Let's turn that traction. It's not going to make any difference with traction control off, is it? Go, go, go! 50 mile an hour. I thought we'd do a drag race. Right. Oh, we've got it. Oh, I missed the gear. We would have won if I hadn't missed that gear. Come on. Speed and power. Let's go. We've got comfort hard tyres on. Can we get a bit of drift going? Not quite. It would be interesting to see what size engine this is. I challenge it to be anything more than a 1 litre engine. It's got to be less than that, right? 500cc or something? Maybe. But we've got someone in a Porsche GT3. I think they're in the wrong race here. The old cops and robbers would be well good in this, where you got everybody in Renaults and then one person in a quick car like that Pex has got, and they have to try and chase us down and stop us before we get to the finish line. I remember PlayStation Racer did one of those events a little while ago, was it, maybe? And I think Orbulator claimed the championship after 3 or 4 races. Cops and robbers. Right, let's nail this apex, let's go. Oh, Belfast Chasers back, and they've bought some racing soft tyres. Right, we'll do one more lap and then last man standing. Yeah, last man standing, that's it. Right, we're going to do a drag race. I don't think Pex realises that I've set off yet, it's that slow. Go! We need to turn ghosting off. It just spoils the fun, doesn't it? Right. Let's go back to the lobby. Well, that's the Renault. 33 brake horsepower. What a machine! Right, how do we turn that ghosting off? I think it's at the bottom, isn't it? There. Turn that off. I'll kick everyone out, unfortunately, but they're so slow. Right, it's going to be time for the Audi TT now. Let's give that a go. So here in the Audi TT, sports hard tyres on this one. Oh my god, this feels rapid now. Let's turn the traction control off. So there's your view on the inside. Pretty much as you'd expect with any kind of Audi. Circular air vents. Hasn't got the digital dials because this predates that. I believe is it 2009 this car? Something like that maybe. Audi TT, it looks like the S model because we've got the silver wing mirrors, which are on the S and RS models I believe. So this will be something like a 2-litre turbo engine, no doubt. Maybe a 3.2 if it's the RS, which I don't think it is. It actually handles quite well. It's possibly 4-wheel drive. It's quattro, which again it might be if it's the S model. As you're coming around, you start to get the power down out the corners. You can really feel it gripping. Yeah, I quite like this car. It's quite fun to drive. It's got a nice feel to it. I suspect a few people might drop out the lobby to go and buy the car if they don't have it already. Go and grab it. Quite predictable, this car. As you start to brake and the point at which a car kind of wants to go, you can kind of feel it in the steering. Some cars it just kind of happens and it's such a shock, but this car, the kind of rotation and the oversteer, you can kind of sense it coming and be ready for it. So it's quite predictable, and then it's fairly easy to recover it as well actually once the back end goes. You can either just lift off and steer into it, or give it a bit more juice. I'm probably not doing this car justice. I think there's some much quicker drivers out there who will really get the most out of this car. It's good fun to drive. I think there'll be some good fun races with this in the lobbies. We might see some quick times actually. Oh, I've lost it there. We'll probably see some quick lap times with this. Maybe let's, after this lap, this one's been a bit of a mess, but now we've got the tyres warm, what I might do is try and put a quick lap time down as a benchmark, and then we'll see and compare that to the Lancer and see how much quicker that is. Just trying to find the limit of where it is, where that grip decides to let go. Yeah, under hard braking, the back end of this car just wants to step out a bit, which is interesting because it's such a small car. It's got quite a short wheelbase. You wouldn't expect it to kind of want to rotate under braking like that, but it does. It kind of squirms a bit. Maybe it's my driving. But you can see there a bit of braking. If you're not straight, it'll kind of want to go sideways. Flat out through here. Thank Keep it in, yeah. And then easy on the brakes here. A little bit of drifting, but managing to keep it in. A bit harder on the brakes for this corner. And then ease the throttle on. Go. So where are we at in terms of lap time? We're up to 53 seconds so far. We might get a 120, 125, I reckon. Maybe 125. This is a bit quicker, isn't it? There's still a Renault, or is it a Fiat 500? Similar colour. Van, we've got, oh no, Amazon Prime. We're being chased down by Amazon Prime. So 127. So that's the time we need to try and beat with our Lancer. Oh no, Amazon Prime's crashed into the wall. Someone not getting their next day delivery. A bit slower here. Maybe we'll make up the time if I can get a clean run through this corner. Not sure if this is quicker. I think this is a slower lap, if I'm honest, than the last one. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, we're about nearly a second slower on this one. That was a bit sloppy through there, yeah. Yeah, really enjoyed that car to drive. I'm not sure if you can change the spoiler on this car, whether you can do modifications like that to it. It'd be interesting to see what kind of visual upgrades you can put on. If you can widen the body kit maybe, I don't know yet. Alright, cool. So that's the Audi TT. So we got a 127, didn't we, on the TT? Manufacturers. And we're going for this one, is the new one. So it's the Lancer Evolution 9, is that? MR GSR 6 or 6. Very long-winded names. Let's see if people have the new Lancer. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds like an Evo. So it already feels quicker than the TT in terms of handling. What are we feeling here? It doesn't have the wobble of the Renault, not so much. You can just hear that turbo spooling though. That's like expected, isn't it, with a car like this? The gearbox feels a little bit flat to me. Almost when you're changing gear, you just hear a slight little click. And it's very smooth, it's very subtle. In some cars you change your gear and you can feel like a bit of a rock from it almost, but this car is just... yeah, almost the gear changes are very, very subtle. So we're in sports hard tyres as standard. So as I say, we got a 127 last time with the TT, but let's see what we can get out of this one. Could have been quicker through that first corner. I think drifting is going to slow us down a bit. Do a little lift there just to make sure we get round. Yeah, I think I know what to kind of expect from this Lancer. It feels nice to drive, it doesn't disappoint, but it's also not mega exciting. I suppose we've had similar cars to this on the game already, haven't we? And there's not going to be very much new with this. So that's actually a slower time, a 128. And I don't know whether it's just because this car's got less power than the TT, or whether it's harder to get that power out of it on a small track like this. But that's about a second slower than what we got with the TT. Bring it round, let's get one more lap out of this. Struggling with that first corner. I mean, need to brake a bit earlier. I imagine what everybody's going to be doing with this car is putting on the Fast and Furious livery, no doubt. So that's probably what this car is iconic for. I think it's this model. There's quite a lot of Lancers, and I think this is the one which they did for Too Fast, Too Furious. Yellow livery. we can nail this first corner this time. Some decent tyres on this car and it'll be rapid, I think. Once it gets that traction. Certainly got the power for it. Suspension's pretty good as well. And the brakes are alright, it's just the tyres on the sports hards here just let it down a bit. That's a better line through that. I feel like it's quite a clean run so far. We can try and finish off the last two corners. It'll be a good test to see where does this stack up against the Audi TT. But so far, it seems to be almost a second down. There we go, 127.8, and I was really pushing it there. Whereas with the TT we kind of did that almost with our eyes closed, so really interesting test of that to see. It's quite surprising. But there we go, that's the 3 new cars. So what I'm thinking now is let's jump in to do some daily races. Maybe go check out the BOP changes, see if there's anything new and interesting with how that's planning out. Okie dokie, what have we got today then? So, daily race A, Glenn Watkins Glen, even, and we've got that Maserati Merak SS, Grand Valley South Reverse, which is Group 4s. If we have a quick look at what the top drivers are using, everyone's in the 650S. So something tells me that there's something going on there with that car. Maybe that's come up the board a bit. Maybe that's had an improvement. So it'll be good to try that out. Do you like the McLaren? And daily race C, we've got 10 laps of Mount Panorama in Group 3s. And again, let's have a little look at the board. I'm seeing lots of Genesis. So that's maybe, but not quite as, it's not quite a clean sweep as we saw with the daily race B. So maybe not as high up as the other one. So to start things off, let's go and have a go with this. This will be a good laugh. Change car. We've got one there, and we need to put some tyres on, don't we? Sports hard. I don't think I've ever driven this car before, so prepare yourselves. This could be an absolute disaster. We've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to do a bit of practice. Sounds good. at that dash. Look at those lit up dials. Nice fancy leather. You can tell this is a bit of an old car. When you press the brakes on this car, it doesn't feel like a great deal is happening. Quite nice to drive though. And I bet the people who owned these back in the day thought they were the bee's knees. I mean, look at how posh this is for its in its heyday. Sure I don't go off into the full course. Back down, back straight, and then we're on to the start finish. So normally with this corner here you can just do a lift. You can't do that with this car. If this was a Group 3 or Group 4 car, you just do a little lift there, don't you, to rotate around. Wow. So we need to brake on that corner. I suspect the key to winning this race will be minimise the wheel spin and any skidding as much as possible. Try and keep that speed up. So just kind of smooth and consistency. And if that means slow in and fast out of the corners, that's the trick, isn't it? Not like that though. That was a bit of a mess. Oh dear, penalty as well. We'll just keep going. We've got to get the practice down anyway, haven't we? So we'll keep going. If it's a Group 3, Group 4 cars, I normally brake on the 300 board here. So let's give that a go. Down a gear, down another gear, just to get that rotation round. And then a little lift. Back on the power when you get to the New York little tower thing. And go. Oh, that's our penalty served. Probably don't need to change down there, I don't think, but I thought I'd be safe rather than sorry this time around. Alright, try not to scrub off too much speed. Keep it going. That's our first lap on the board. See if we can optimise on that. Oh, that's terrible. That's going to be another penalty. Need to be much harder on the brakes, I think, there. Otherwise this race is going to be a disaster if I can't get round the turn 1. 1 second penalty as well. Brutal, brutal. Although we are 0.3 quicker. So actually staying in 4th there is not a bad shout. If I can brake a little bit more, keep it in 4th. Come on, grip, 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 go. Going to hurt us, the penalty here. So this time round I'm just going to try braking. Yeah, don't need to change down there really. managed to keep it in, which is good. Is that 300 bod? What could be possibly a penalty, depends on how harsh that entrance of the bus stop is. Should be a reasonable time, because the ghost behind us had to slow down. So yeah, 1.5. So 2 seconds quicker. Is that going to be a 127.7? A little bit quicker again. Let's go, let's go. Feel like we're not going to be able to go too much quicker than that. That was pretty clean, and maybe it's turn 1 here where we get the time. Oh, that was terrible. So we used this lap as a bit of a practice, just to get used to the turns and try a few things out. Not sure on the rev ranges for this car yet. Still quite new to this one, so I'm not sure where our limiters are at and things. I've done it again. Just trying to see how late I can brake there. Going taking it in, but taking way too much speed in at the moment. Need to dial it back a bit. Find that you've got two options. You either go hell for leather and try and then dial it back bit by bit, which is what I'm doing here, or you start slow and build up faster and faster, which is probably the proper way to do it. Right, got 3.5 minutes left. Let's try and get a nice clean lap down here. See if we can get at least another 127. We'll be happy with that. A little bit slower through there actually that time. I think possibly turned in a bit too early maybe. Really costs you your speed there. Like what was only 0.03 on the exit of that turn turns out to be 0.3 when you get down here. Quite a short track this, isn't it? By the time you've got round the first few bends, you're on the way back home again, back to the start finish. That was a better line through there. That's really shaved off a bit of time for us. But it's not going to be our fastest lap. That could be a penalty. That's the thing that's going to hurt us in the race. I'm not sure how many laps there is. Is it 4 or 5 laps maybe? So I need to make sure we get that first corner right every time. Got a weird bounce from it there. Got 20 seconds left now till the race, till go time. So that was a penalty from the last corner, but hopefully that's safe. That's how we want to be doing it. So we're not at the front of the grid here, we're mid to back. Oh, I've got Dan in the same race. I don't know, Dan, if you're in the chat, but we're in the same race together. I don't think this has ever happened to me before, where I've had someone that we kind of race with in the same lobby, in the same public lobby. Yep, good luck. See, we can work together now. We've got the inside scoop on the rest of them. We can be slipstreaming and bump drafting. I'm expecting P1 and P2, Dan. Nothing less. Right, don't be getting a full start. Garage car next to us that's obviously got a bit premature. Right. Oh, we're being shoved in the wall for a bit there. go. Let's get that radar on, see where everyone's at. Tuck in behind the alien car with the spoiler. Someone spent a bit of money on this car. Can't quite see our boards yet. Where are they? 400. There's the 300. Oh no! Oh no! It's all over. Right, get back on track. Go, Dan. It's all on you now. You're our only hope. Oh no, Dan's gone. What happened there? Where's our P1 and P2 gone? I think we've been robbed. I think they all heard us talking about it before and they've ganged up on us. Oh gosh, concentrate. Right, come on. Still all to play for. It's not over yet. Come on, let's go. It's only 5.2. If I can get... Where did we start? We were in P10 or something, weren't we? If we can get higher than 10th. Oh dear. I'll be honest, I think I got really lucky at the start to be able to sneak my way through the pack. And then we got to the bus stop and it just all went to pot, it just all went crazy. I just lost the back end. Right, catching, that was the second down. But we need to be doing more than a second a lap catching them. We're going to make any difference here. Come on. We've got them in sight. We've got them in our sights. Come on, little Maserati. You've got this. That was terrible. Lost loads of speed there. Come on, where are we? Get that car round. Go! I keep skidding, which is hurting our time a bit. Whoa, that's going to be a penalty. Well off there. Maybe not. Oh no, it is. Oh dear. Well, we tried. Unless something amazing happens, I think me and Dan will be getting the wooden spoon prize here. There won't be any trophies for us today. We need a miracle now. this Maserati has lost some horsepower over the years. That's what I'm claiming. I bought one from the used dealership or from the auction house, and it's seen better days. That's my excuse. Right, go. Yeah, we've got one lap left. It's been a fun race, I've enjoyed it. I've just been absolutely terrible at it. But it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? They don't put the daily race A's in for serious racing, let's be honest. They're just a bit of a laugh. We got left till the end. I'm looking to see where Dan is. We can have a race with Dan to the finish line. In it now. I'm expecting Dan to come flying around that corner. Oh, he's hot with our tail. The race to the finish. Oh wow, we actually overtook someone who just stopped at the finish line for no apparent reason. There we go. Well, that was interesting. Oh gosh, was that a 6-star ticket? I didn't see what I got there. So there we go. That was not just a great race, that was a phenomenal race. Oh, see, that's the thing, Dan. If you're laughing, then karma, that instant karma. What do we do now? Should we set up another lobby? I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do a bit of lobby racing. I'm going to add my PSN into the chat just in case anyone doesn't have it. Feel free to add me on PlayStation, and I'll keep an eye on my where is it at? Keep an eye on the app in case any requests come through. But we'll create a lobby. I'll use my default one to start with. So, well, something different. I've raced this quite a bit recently, but going again. Yep, no worries, Dan. Yep. I'm going to go with that one. What tyres have we got on? We've got the softs on. Yeah, no worries, Dan. Yeah, it's worth getting that safety rating back in, so you're not racing against lunatics and people who are going to ram you off. When you get into those other lobbies, it's awful, isn't it? Right. So this has got BOP medium applied, which is one of the updates with this latest patch. So what's happened is they've adjusted some of the cars. As I said before, the Mazda has been nerfed and the power has come right down. So the Mazda's got slower basically when compared to other cars, from what I've seen online. And a few of the cars, I suspect the 650S has had a bit of an improvement based on how many people are using it. And I'm pretty sure the Nissan GTR that we're in now has also had a positive improvement on it to bring it back into contention. Track limits there. I mean, this car feels good. I don't think the changes are going to be drastic to the sense where you'll notice anything different with the car in terms of drivability. It's more just when you are racing against other people, you might be getting a little bit quicker against them maybe. Or slower. If you're in the Mazda, you might notice you're getting a bit slower in comparison. There's a 132 on the board. We've got Socus 36 joined us. Bouncy, bouncy. Need to watch out for that big yellow curb. going to be another penalty, I think. Just running it wide on that run down the hill. Oh no, got away with it. Finish this lap and then we might start it. I think there's just the two of us in this race so far. That's alright. Bit of head-to-head race. The 132 seems to be our average, looking at that. Reasonably consistent. Okie dokie. So we've got Nissan GTR versus the Lamborghini Huracan. Dreadfully slow around there, I need to work on that bit. Close racing going on here with Soccus 36. You can see just how close they are. Doing really well. Oh, they've got the speed. This is where a VR headset would be helpful, just to look out the side window. Right, the challenge is on now. Let's try and catch them. turned in a bit early there, I think. Both getting a bit squirrely over that yellow curb. I wonder if I need to straddle it, almost cut it a bit closer, so that I've got kind of a right tyre on the right side of it. Oh, that was going to go deep there. Track penalties. I did think that was going to be the case. As we came around that top bend, we just ran off wide a little bit. And we got away with that one. Oh dear. I'm throwing it away. Soccer's 36 though, great lap time, that 129.8. We were getting 132s on our practice laps, so oh no, they've left. Oh dear. All that. Well, I think what we'll do is, since we've lost our racing partner, we'll go and jump into some daily races real quick. Right, let's do that. Where are we at? Okie dokie. Excellent. Right, so we're going to go and jump into a daily race. Possibly daily race B, but let's have a little look. See what the timings are like. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes. Well, we could do either one really. We'll go with Grand Valley. Let's start with this one. I think this is the one where everyone's using 650S. Yeah. So maybe we'll go with the same, just to start us off. Up the top there. Racing hard tyres. We'll try and get a lap in. We'll try and get a qualifying lap in if we can. This is the same track and layout as what was in the challenge with that hot rod car that's been on this week. So if you're doing the time challenges where you get the payout, I believe this is the same track as the hot rod one. This is not a great lap, but we just want to get a score on the board so we can get into the mix. I think we can get 2 seconds off that. We'll go a bit quicker. We're not going to get a chance to get a lap in here, unfortunately. See where we're at. I think we're going to be near the back here to start with. Yeah. All the way at the back, I think. Not seeing anyone we recognise in the lobby, so we're not going to get lucky again like last time. Get the traction control off. It's just a sea of McLarens, isn't it? And everyone's in the same car at the moment. Apologies to Steve there, giving him a little nudge from behind. Hopefully things will settle down a bit and we can find a clean way through the pack. 124. That was from a standing start pretty much. Well, a rolling start. Even. So 113. Oh, clip the curve there a bit. Managed to just about keep it on. This should be a quicker lap, I think. Or slightly. Going quicker again, but we need a bit more time. We need a bit more pace if we can. Only slightly quicker. That's not the way we're going to do it. They might have us here. Yeah. Just managed to recover that position. wrong side here ideally. We should have been on the inside of this turn, unless we can do an undercut. Try and brake late and then... They're not going to let us through here without a fight, I don't think, but well, we might be able to do it. We do a bump draft, let's get 2 positions. Well, I didn't expect that over the line. Basically just shoved the person in front of us and we gained 2 positions. Who was it that was in front of us? Is it that P12? Very good. That hurt our driver rating a bit, but good fun nonetheless. Right, I'm not going to do Mount Panorama. That's not my favourite track, unfortunately. I'll struggle with that one. I might actually give this another go. We've got 20 minutes, haven't we, until the next one. Let's give this one more go. We'll see what happens. Into the tunnel, little dab the brakes just to keep it in check, then hard, try and get it as close to the inside this corner as we can. That's carrying too much on the exit there, unfortunately. Once we get a ghost on the board, we'll be able to see where we can improve, really. Got a 112 to start with on the board. That wasn't great. Did kind of a double tap on the gears there. That's the one through there. That's what you want to be doing. Could be better out of there, but not the end of the world. braking a bit too early in this tunnel. Need to find myself a nice braking kind of reference point to work with. Second behind here now, just a few mistakes we've made on this lap. We might be able to improve it here. It's not going to be enough, unfortunately. It's a good run down here to set us up for our next lap. Need to be firmer on the brakes, short and sharp there really. Yeah, we've got half a second down. That tunnel bit is really important to get that right. Great start to this lap, but see what we can do with it. Yeah, I was a bit unsure on that S-bend there. I should have just committed to it. Oh, I'm in the wall. Oh dear. Definitely took a bit of a wing mirror off there. Oh dear. This has not ended well for the warm-up. going on there now with that. Struggling to get the power down. We've got 20 seconds, and then we're going racing. Here we go. So we're at the back of the grid again, I believe, unfortunately, but lots of fast times here. Ed. Hello. I'm amazed. We're seeing friends and friends in all of these lobbies. I don't know how this is happening. Yes, let's change the track. So Ed, you're on the stream now, that's it. You're in internet history. So my one goal for this race is don't come last. I think that should be achievable. A load of cars went off there. I'm not sure what happened. We're not going to hang around to find out. Let's get out of here. The other car's gone off there. Big bunch of cars here now. I'll try and give Ed a little bump to go a bit quicker if I can. I don't want to be doing it on the corner though. Whoa. Car going into the wall. Go. Come on, Ed, let's get them. Let's go. We can 12.4, I'm happy with that as a lap time. Cars bunching up behind us now. Gonna get a bump draft from behind. No. Going for the overtake. Just not quite close enough for an overtake on 8th position yet. Last lap, let's just keep it together, keep it solid. Awesome, awesome. And over the line we go. Got 12th, that's good. We've got a clean race there. Don't know what that's done to our driver rating, but let's have a little look. Oh, it just dropped still, but not to worry. Hopefully we're still in the B class. First attempt, yeah. Not bad for first attempt. I know we're not in the points, but pretty good. Okie dokie, let's have a little look here, see. just want to see if some of our other racers are online. Okay, we've probably got time for one more. I think I know we said that was going to be the last one, but let's give that one more go. We've got a few minutes, haven't we? Is it racing hards? If I get into a 110, I'd be really happy with that. Really tricky getting through that tunnel with that amount of speed. We're a bit more consistent now than we were before. This feels a little bit quicker. Yeah, 1:11.3. Not sure where I got the penalty from there. See what we could do. If we've got time for this, take us back to the qualifying lobby there. I'm just going to load in a ghost. See if we can get a bit of a clue as to how to drive this. Against the right hand side here, turning in. Okay. Wow, it was off like a rocket ship. Wow, that's how it's done, obviously, isn't it? That's how it's done. That's a bit sketchy. Not sure how to tackle that one. But we've got a faster time, much faster. This one's been a bit of a write-off, but the lap before it was real quick. All over the place now. It seems so easy to put that lap down before. Now it seems a bit trickier. There we go. That's what it's all about, practice. go. Oh dear, there's cars everywhere. We're not quite catching yet, V6, but we're not far behind. messy there. To calm that down. Ooh, P6. Alrighty then, so I think we're going to leave that there for tonight, but thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully this has given everyone a good insight into the latest update 1.43 with those 3 new cars and some of the changes to balance of power. I know we mentioned the Mazda, and the 650S is on point there today, looking at that. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.